Captives: A Strange Love Story. Author Fausto Ramos.
A young Asian man with a melancholic face walks down a busy street in the Big Apple. Watch the bustle of the city, feeling out of place. He lives in his small apartment, surrounded by books and sketches. His expression softens as he pets his cat Nezuka, a calico kitten, her only constant company. I left my home in search of a new beginning, but sometimes I wonder if I really belong here. Lin gets a job at an advertising agency. He is surrounded by colleagues who praise his work. His sketches and designs reflect his innate talent. Lin, your designs are incredible. Where do you get so much inspiration? Suddenly, Lin's attention is drawn to Sue Camera, an exotically beautiful model posing for a photo shoot. Sometimes, it's as if the images come to me by themselves. Lin watches Sue with fascination as she moves gracefully in front of the camera. Although their gazes briefly meet, Sue barely seems to notice. Lin, however, is completely enthralled. Days later, everyone is worried in the advertising agency, talking among themselves. Lin hears in the background that Sue has disappeared, but doesn't visibly react. EY Main, have you heard? Sue Camera is missing. Yes, the police have no clues. It's so strange. Lin goes to her apartment and caresses Nezuka. In my world, nothing is strange. Everything has its place, its purpose. A female shadow looms sleepily over a couch in Lin's apartment. Lin walks slowly through her apartment, stopping in front of a closed door. Opening it reveals a small room, where Sue sits, gently tied to a chair, staring blankly. Lin whispers to him, "Here, no one can harm us. This is our refuge." Sue scolds him. "Why are you doing this, Lin? I don't understand." Lin approaches Sue, gently releasing her from her restraints. He takes her to a small table where there is food served. He watches her in silence while feeding her, trying to capture her essence. Lin slowly caresses Nezuka's head, tilts Sue's face looking for her best profile to draw her. Now, with a certain idea, he looks for pencil and paper to capture its beauty on a sheet of paper and proudly shows her his work. She barely cracks a smile. Sue little by little begins to miss that it is night so that Lin can surprise her with some detail when she returns from work. The press has already forgotten about her, except for the police and her family, who continue to search for her. There are nights when, on the furniture, Lin reads until she closes her eyes, peacefully listening to stories of impossible loves in distant lands. Lin contemplates Sue's slender figure with emotion, and she even collaborates by raising her arms so that the bath sponge can reach the hidden places. Before helping her dress, he possesses her with a passion and strength that doesn't seem to come from Lin's lean body. Sue's struggles and screams of desperation, night after night, transform into screams of pleasure as a signal to Lin's harmonious thrusts. One night, the calm is broken when loud knocking is heard on the door. Lin gets up quickly, looking for something in a drawer. Suddenly, the door is kicked down, and several police officers enter the apartment and shoot Lin down. The cops release Sue from her restraints. Sue throws herself towards Lin, who is lying lifeless on the ground. She kisses him on the lips, whispering his name and crying. Her family and even her boyfriend do not understand this strange attitude, nor why she wants to stay with Nezuka. The newspapers claim that the affection that the prisoner showed for her inhuman jailer is due to Stockholm Syndrome. They also explain that Lin, the author of such an execrable crime, is from a town in Central Asia where the custom of marriage by kidnapping prevails. When someone loves a woman, he kidnaps her to marry her. Sue walks with a lost expression through a park, with Nezuka in her arms. She sits on a bench, looking at the horizon, while the wind caresses her hair.
If you like this story, share it and help us spread literature. Find more stories like these in the book Gloomy Words, now available on Amazon. Fausto Ramos, writer.